Hey everyone, welcome back to BikeBeat, and today, we're diving deep into something that's bound to catch a lot of eyes in 2026. This is the brand new Kawasaki 900 Custom, a cruiser that's all about attitude, torque, and that unmistakable blend of old-school style with modern engineering. Kawasaki has taken what riders have loved about the Vulcan line for years and reimagined it with sharper looks, refined performance, and a fresh edge that's hard to ignore. If you've ever dreamed of a bike that turns heads when it's parked, feels great on the open road, and doesn't break the bank, then stick around, because this one's got some serious charm. When you first lay eyes on the 2026 Kawasaki 900 Custom, it's obvious what Kawasaki is trying to say. This is not a bike that plays it safe, it's bold, stretched, and has that lean, muscular cruiser silhouette that screams custom build straight from the factory. The long wheelbase, the low-slung stance, and that sweeping tank design, it's all part of Kawasaki's formula to make this feel more like a one-off creation than something mass-produced. You can tell that every curve, every line has been drawn with purpose. The matte black engine finish contrasts perfectly with the metallic paint, while the front wheel, a striking 21-inch setup, gives it that aggressive, chopper-inspired profile. From the back, that thick 180mm rear tire fills the fender beautifully, giving the bike a planted, powerful look even when it's standing still. What really stands out about the 900 Custom is how it bridges two worlds. It's got that traditional cruiser DNA, long, low, torquey, but it's refined with a level of fit and finish that feels more premium than its sub-$10,000 price tag would suggest. Speaking of price, the 2026 Kawasaki 900 Custom lands at around $9,999 in the US, and roughly $11,949 in Canada. That's important because it's not trying to compete with huge displacement cruisers that cost twice as much. Instead, it's carving out its own niche for riders who want style, comfort, and enough muscle to have fun without needing to wrestle a 300-kilogram beast every time they ride. Powering this new 900 Custom is a 903 cubic centimeters liquid-cooled, 4-stroke V-twin engine, a configuration Kawasaki has perfected over the years. This engine has a classic feel but modern sensibilities. It's tuned for strong mid-range torque rather than peak horsepower, which is exactly what you want in a cruiser. Peak power is around 51 horsepower at 5,500 revolutions per minute, but what makes it addictive is the torque, about 58 pound-feet peaking at 3,500 revolutions per minute. That means you can just roll on the throttle in almost any gear, and it pulls with smooth, confident grunt. Around town, it feels relaxed and easy, and when you hit the highway, there's still plenty left for overtakes. It's that balance between mellow and muscular that makes this bike so easy to fall in love with. The throttle response is crisp but never twitchy. Kawasaki's electronic fuel injection system uses dual 34mm throttle bodies with sub-throttle valves, designed to provide consistent, predictable power delivery. For riders coming from smaller bikes, it feels welcoming and controlled, but for experienced riders, there's enough bite to make every ride engaging. The transmission is a 5-speed unit paired with a belt final drive, smooth, quiet, and low maintenance compared to a traditional chain. You really feel that refined mechanical connection between the engine and rear wheel. It's not harsh, it's not jerky, it's just right. On the road, the handling is what surprises most people. A lot of cruisers with stretched out geometry can feel cumbersome at low speeds, but the 900 Custom manages to stay nimble. The rake and trail are tuned for stability, but the bike turns in predictably and holds a line well through corners. The front suspension uses a 41mm fork with generous travel, while the rear setup is a hidden single-shock design that keeps the lines clean and the ride comfortable. Kawasaki has managed to make it look rigid and aggressive without punishing you on bumpy roads. When you swing a leg over, the ergonomics hit that sweet spot between relaxed and commanding. The seat height is around 27 inches, so most riders will find it easy to flatfoot at stops. The bars are wide and slightly pulled back, the pegs are set forward but not uncomfortably so, and the overall posture makes long rides genuinely comfortable. It's that kind of seating position that invites you to ride all day, upright enough to avoid back strain but still laid back enough to feel like a cruiser should. Braking comes from a large 300mm front disc and a 270mm rear, with dual piston calipers. ABS is standard, which is great for peace of mind, especially on wet or uneven roads. The feel through the lever is progressive, plenty of stopping power without being grabby. Combine that with the grip from those big tires, and the 900 Custom feels stable and confident, even under hard braking. Now, let's talk about what you see when you're riding. The instrumentation is simple, classic, and functional. You've got an analog speedometer set in a chrome housing on the tank, with a small digital display beneath it showing odometer, trip, and fuel information. It's clean and retro-inspired, exactly what you expect from a bike like this. No giant TFT screens, no overcomplicated menus, just the essentials. And honestly, that's refreshing. The paint options this year are also worth mentioning. Kawasaki is offering a couple of bold schemes that enhance the custom from factory vibe. Think deep metallic blues, matte graphite, and even a two-tone black and green option that nods to Kawasaki's racing heritage without overdoing it. The attention to detail in the finishes, from the spokes to the tank badges, really shows the care that went into this design. When it comes to the riding experience, this bike truly shines in versatility. It's equally at home cruising through the city or gliding down the highway. The torque makes low-speed riding effortless, and out on open roads, that smooth V-twin hum encourages you to just keep going. The exhaust note is deep and throaty without being obnoxious, a satisfying low rumble that gives the 900 Custom its personality. You can ride it to work, take it out for a weekend escape, or just enjoy an evening spin. It fits every mood. Fuel efficiency sits comfortably around 45 miles per gallon, depending on how you ride, which gives you solid range from the 5.3-gallon tank. Long stretches between fill-ups are easy, and combined with the comfortable saddle and minimal vibration, it's a bike that begs for distance. Kawasaki's build quality also means reliability is a given. The brand has a reputation for engines that just keep going, year after year, with minimal fuss. Now, if we talk about character, that's where the 900 Custom really wins over hearts. Some bikes are purely about performance numbers, this one's about feel. The way it idles with that V-twin pulse, the way the front end rises slightly when you twist the throttle, the way it glides through corners with lazy confidence, it's got soul. It's not trying to be a race bike dressed as a cruiser. It's just being unapologetically what it is, a cool, stylish, everyday companion with enough punch to make every ride enjoyable. For new riders stepping up from smaller bikes like the Rebel 500 or the Vulcan S, this is an ideal next step. It's got real engine displacement and cruiser presence without being intimidating. For experienced riders who want a stylish second bike or something easier to manage than a 1,800 cubic centimeters giant, it's equally appealing. It's that rare balance, approachable yet authentic. That's it for today's deep dive here on BikeBeat. If you enjoyed this long look at the 2026 Kawasaki 900 Custom, hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and drop your thoughts below. Would you take this over a Harley or an Indian? Or do you think Kawasaki's playing a different game altogether? I'd love to hear your take. Until next time, ride safe, keep the rubber side down, and we'll see you in the next one.